We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about it.
All right, we'll have a look. There are so many jars and potions around here.
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh,
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ink. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. The future is the same way. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present. But too often we forget the past, while the Pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people, by holding the pilgrimage, were able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends, in addition, the Sacred Flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry!
It's all right. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and he would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they were...
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful... Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came. The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of... All you need to do is stay safe and wait for it.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition.
Still, I don't want you to put your.
All you need to do is place your trust in us. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for Creek.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced... Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity...
So what you're saying is... we're not in for an easy trip.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as... Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
There is no escape!
Hey!
Busted! Things are about to get dicey. Torn to oblivion!
Whoa! The place we need to go seems really high up.
Gotcha! Motion to compel!
I see everything.
Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now. Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Shine down!
I'm seeing stars.
I didn't factor this in. Gotcha! Boom boom! Busted!
Breath of the flame! Incinerate!
Things are about to get dicey. Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Take it easy.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of...
We actually have to... Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet if this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked!
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate.
Yeah, these floating black
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect...
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise...
Of course. Under the power of the stone, it felt like... Turns out even our regrets were...
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but you're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow... Be careful. This place has been so...
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering off. It's too dangerous. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon!
I heard it too.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harm.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Kachina!
Honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
Everyone hold hands.
Here comes the catch. Torn to oblivion!
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyap's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got...
Atta girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyap with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyap of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyap. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which there are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyap can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become...
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them...
Still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw... Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration.
Kachina? What's...
Nothing. Just a headache.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyap. You don't have anything to prove either.
All right, the sooner we get this done,
We've already come all this way, so we might as well...
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of... So go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wyap? Wyap! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyap, can you hear me?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could He tried to get in my way.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril. No, the power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship. All empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear, because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our—
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down. The power lies not in the ideal, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time.
From the ashes to the
Clear the area!
Let's shred, Sharpie! Carving waves!
begin. Now is the time for my second coming.
Right here!
Revelation from on high.
Let's ride! Surf's up!
The fate of this world is already sealed.
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating.
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so...
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me!
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain.
Wait, does that...
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Especially in a place so overrun with a... Still, seeing you, everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individual, it took years worth of scars. And lots... The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power. Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, its blaze will become one with the gaze of all, even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moal?
So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of—
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that, a name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name. But it need not. Focus on who you want to be. You are already The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it's time for you to leave the— Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An Earth?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was...
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.